Hi guys, welcome back or welcome in if you're new here. I'm really excited for today's video because we are going to be putting together my new journaling system kind of thing going on here. I don't do journaling content all of the time, although I regularly visit like writing and journaling and things like that just throughout my vlogs. But I thought doing something like this would be really fun, a little bit more interesting than maybe what I typically do. I don't know what brand that this is duping, but it is a dupe of that one really fancy expensive brand. This is not that. I wish I could have something a little bit more from a company that specializes in stuff like this, but this is just an Amazon cover for now. It's kind of all I could afford. At the beginning of the year on my birthday, I did do this really cute passport size travel journal, and I love this a lot. I use it, but lately I have been really into journaling in stuff like this. So clearly I'm really enjoying this style, and I thought putting it into a leather cover like this would finally bring it some attention and care that I felt like it needed. I have a bunch of cool stuff around here like stickers and charms so I can decorate. This did come with some charms on it, but I'm not gonna lie, these are not really my style. So I'm gonna go ahead and just remove these journals or charms. I don't know why I said journals, but it is what it is. Oh, I hear my cats here. I will put these over here. So I think first thing I'm going to do is add some charms. A quick little opening up of what this leather cover journal is like. It's a trifold, very cute, very pretty. It has this insert right here. It's got a pocket. It has this little rubber band thing here to hold a pen. Super nice. On the side over here has some rubber bands to actually hold the notebooks in. And really quick, here's a bundle of charms that I'm going to be using. They're all kind of fun. Some of these are from Joann Fabrics before they shut down. Some of them were things I already had hanging around. And then some of them are things from Michaels that I gotten recently that I wanted to use for other projects. So anything I don't use is gonna eventually be used anyway. So for the front of this journal, I'm gonna add one of these really cool deer head charms, and I'm gonna add it on this guy right here. So I noticed that I can't really get this off without unclamping it. So I do think I'm gonna have to cut it. If you hear any extra noise, it's my cats. They've decided to join me today. And then we're just gonna do what they did here and just make a knot. All right, that being on the front is gonna be so cool. Really love the way that's gonna look, especially once I fill out the binder. That's gonna be fun. And then I have these really fun charms I'm going to put in the tops over here. The only thing is these don't have clips, which is not the worst thing ever because I have some like jewelry tools so I can mess around with the rings to like get them open. I'm thinking that I really want to use the heart and this little tooth. And then I think I'm gonna add one of these little beaded guys as well. These have like little stones on them. They're pretty cute. I don't know if you can tell, but I mix metals and I don't care about that. I mix metals all the time. The heart is really fun because it kind of makes me think of Frankenstein a little bit. So these are the cutie little charms that I added there. And then here's this on the front there. Very cute. I think that turned out great. Now, before I start doing all of the inserts and things like that, let me walk you through the journals and what I am using them for, that are the ones that are going in this one. So this notebook right here, this is my Midori notebook. I believe this is the A6. Actually, this is the A5. Okay, I just double checked. This is such a nice notebook. Look at this. You open it, it lays flat. It is so beautiful. Love this. The paper quality of these notebooks are incredible. I have been a Moleskine user, I think, for like the past 10 years, and this is my first time giving into the Midori system. And you know what? I get it now. I do think people are right in saying that the Moleskine quality of paper is going down. Midori's is perfect. This is so good. It feels like no matter what pen I use, it glides on this so easily. The paper is nice and thick. It's smooth. But really, this is just kind of like my standard diary, journaling, morning pages. The way I kind of use all three of those words, at least for myself, I use them pretty interchangeably, and they all kind of mix and mash in here. I think it really just depends on how my brain feels that day. So I don't like to restrict myself too much. This has been my primary form of writing for the past 3 months. I write almost every single day, usually every other day. This cutie little notebook right here, this is just an adorable paper notebook. There's really nothing fancy, nothing special about it. It just has the cute little design on the front with the clover and the tomato that I think is really, really cute. I think that I got this at H Mart because the H Mart I like to go to has started having like stationery stuff in it. So that's what this is from. And this is my magical happenings. So this can be whatever I feel like just feels magical in some way. Sometimes it's like a short and scary thing. Sometimes it's something that is a little bit more cute, a little bit more playful. This has been a great exercise in just using my imagination, flexing and working on my creative writing skills. For example, in case anybody is looking for what kind of stuff I've been writing about, there was a cute little leaf that was dangling in front of my front window, and you couldn't tell like what it was hanging from. It was probably just hanging off of a spider web, something like that, but it was so light and it literally was just like blowing in the breeze. It was spinning. And I watched it and my cats were so interested in it. And I basically wrote about how I thought it was a fairy, like being interested in my cats and wanting to play with them. So that is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, you know? Or if I'm seeing a lot of butterflies and what that symbolism might be meaning to me, you know, it's just a really great way to keep your imagination up, keep the magic alive. I haven't written anything in here yet that has been like scary encounters. But at some point I want to. I hope that at some point I get to run into something like that and get to write about it. It'll be fun. And hopefully nothing too scary. So spirits, if you are listening, not too much on me, okay? I just want to have some fun. And then this is the Life Pistachio A5. This came in a 2-pack on Amazon. This here is my dream journal. I've never kept up with a dream journal before. This has been really fun to use and I like this so far. That's pretty straightforward, not much to chat about there. And then this one here is for when I'm going out to like different coffee shops, maybe at a bar, and kind of like doing like a quick review about the food and the drinks that I'm having. This is really just an easy way for me to have something to do when I go to places by myself. I have such a tendency to just sit there and keep scrolling on my phone. I know so many of you guys struggle with that too. So doing this has been a great way for me to just have something to do. Like I said, that is just not on my phone, and it's been great so far. So I'm gonna personalize these a little bit. I actually kind of want to keep the personalization like on these particular notebooks a little bit more minimal. Something I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this label maker, and I'm gonna definitely make sure that I put labels on all of them. But for now, I have this really pretty sort of washi tape kind of thing. It has like these long, it almost looks like a film strip, right? And so I kind of want to find a little theme in here where, because you can use just one of them, like you can see that I've done that here, but I really want to find one that has one where I use all three. Actually, maybe I might not do that because I might have found the combo that I just wanted. All right, I know which three I want. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make a little label out of this. In case I didn't say it yet, this is just like one of those Dymo label makers. When I tell you, this is one of my favorite things I have ever purchased for myself. Not just because of making actual labels like on bins and things like that, but also for stuff like this. Oh, it is perfect. And it makes everything look so cute. Look at this. Look at that. Then I have this open until I want to add another label for when I'm done with it. I've decided I'm not going to put a label on this one because I know what it is. Maybe when I finish it, I'll add a label, but for now, I don't think I need to. I like the way it is, and I don't want to take from the really, really adorable cover that is on it. Having so much trouble sometimes taking stickers off. And that is why sometimes craft tweezers are just the best thing in the world. Dreams. All right, and then we've got one more. I'm trying to find a sticker that has some sort of food or coffee theme in it, because that would be perfect. Write it out now. Ooh, this one might work. Okay. Ooh, this might work as well. Okay, so there are two in here that might work. I'm gonna pull these out so I don't lose track of them. Maybe I'll do a couple stickers on this one. This is really cute. Okay, we'll do those two. That's cute. Well, okay, they printed the washi on the wrong side. That is a bummer. What the hell? I really wanted to do this one. Dude, is the whole pack like that? Maybe it's just that one. Yep, okay. It's just that one. Bummer. All right. Still cute, but it's not the one I wanted to do. This does not have an ampersand. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm gonna do it like this. Perfect. Done. All right. That was easy. Kept those simple. So let's put them in my notebook now. Actually, let me switch these. Make sure that this closes. Oh, I gotta go up the top. Oh my God, it's perfect. How amazing is that? That is really, really cute. Turned out perfect. Okay, so only thing left for me to do is just to make sure I put like my pens and stuff in here. This is my primary journaling pen. This is the Uniball Jetstream. Love this one so much. Saw it as a highly, highly recommended journaling pen, and I just gotta say, hard agree. It is incredible. Now there was a trick that I saw that someone, like a binder clip like this, because I have another pen I want to keep in here. Okay, I do think I'm gonna need to use the bigger one. So they take a binder clip like this and put this clipped around like that, right? Easy enough. And then you take a pen. Ooh, okay. Actually, it looks like I gotta give it just a little bit of room. Like that. And then you can take your pen and just put it through the binder clip. How fun is that? That is perfect. And look how cute it even looks on the top, like with all of my pens and stuff. Love that. Love the way that that looks. And it holds everything really well. And I actually still technically have 2 rubber bands in there if I did want to put more stuff, which is kind of neat. I like that a lot. Okay, so the only thing left that I want to do with this journal is I've seen some people take really pretty paper like this And then they take lace and then they add it to the edge of the paper. So that way you get this really cute, like lacy paper edge. I've taken a look through here before and I am trying to decide which paper I want. I love this green one here. That is a big contender. Ooh. Okay, I might be thinking of that one as well. This blue one is also really pretty. Okay, so this pretty green, this butterfly one, or this one. It's so funny because when I looked through this paper before, was really feeling the flowers. I'm gonna do this. I think this is really cool. Feels fitting, you know? I'm gonna go ahead and trim off the top of this here. I just realized, do I want to do this whole piece of paper? Anyway, okay, I'm actually gonna shift my gears a little bit. That actually sticks out a little bit more than I thought it was. So I think I'm gonna do it really cute where I put like the little, I put it here, and I think I'm just gonna go without the lace, I think. I'm gonna trim a little bit off on the sides here. And then this should fit on the top perfectly, and it does. Great. So I'm gonna just use this to hold like a cute little photo here. Do I want to add maybe this fun Dutch Bros sticker? I got a hair there. Goodness. You know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna actually add the Dutch Bros sticker actually like on here because I think that would be fun. And then I have this really cute photo booth sticker of myself that I think is really, really cute. I took this at a shop called Hello Tokyo. It's this really cute little, I believe it is a Japanese like dollar store type of vibe. Like for a while before there was a Daiso that was added in the Chicago area, this was kind of like the only place you could get any Daiso stuff for a while. So it has stuff like that in there, but it's not like just Daiso. Like there's a lot of other stuff in there too. But anyway, that's what this is from. And this has got to be one of my favorite photo strips of myself. I think that I don't know. I don't mean to be full of myself, but I think I look like really fucking cute. So that's why it's going there. I have this really cute Pinko clampy like journal clamp. It just holds your journals open, things like that. Really, really great little item. It just looks like a paper clip that you would hold for like sandwiches and stuff, or you know, chip bags. That's what I'm trying to say. Goodness gracious, I like all of a sudden can't talk. Anyway, I think this is adorable. Now I have this really cute little piece of paper here that I think is going to work very well for just like, you know, if I'm worried about ink bleeding or anything like that. Maybe a spot to collect stickers, add some things like that. Who knows? The world is my oyster. Journal number 1, done. For this one, not gonna do too much, but I wanna do some because I have some cute ideas for this one that I want to do. So first of all, I'm gonna undo this. So something that I really want to do is I love when people take like buttons and they add them onto their journals. I found a pack of these green buttons that I got from an antique mall that I thought were really cute. And in general, I kind of want to save stuff like this for like sewing projects or whatever. but I loved the green shades in here so much. I feel like I needed to add one to my journal. This one's really cute. Maybe this one, maybe this one. Let's see what shades are looking good. I feel like I don't want it to be too bright. Okay, that's too big. Because I like when if it does blend a little bit more in with the brown. Oh, I feel like maybe this one is perfect. Okay, let's see if I can get the rubber band through. Cute. Okay, slid on perfectly. Now, another thing that I got was this really cute locket. I actually have something in that I'm gonna add in this locket. I will need to make sure that I grab it at some point. But for now, I will just start with putting it on there. Okay, and then I have these cute little charms here. I think I'm gonna do this one that has the little sun and moon on it. See, it's like kind of witchy-ish. Okay, I think I like it between the button and the locket. So let me do that. Oh. So this gets back in here very easily. Okay. Yes. Look. Okay, that is cute. Just a couple little charms right on the front, nice and easy. Let me be right back. I'm gonna grab the thing that I wanted to put in this locket. So last summer, I pressed some flowers to dry them, and I thought that putting this one in here would have been really cute. It looks like if I take some of maybe the bottom petals off, I think it might fit really nicely. Adorable. I got it to fit. That's perfect. All right, so from here on out, I don't want to explain this journal too much. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the stuff in here is just really like my very simple, like on the go creative idea kind of thing. This is like the Traveler's Notebook, like from the Traveler's Company brand. So that's what this is, and that's the same with this pen holder. This pen that I have here is the Uni Uno. Oh, this is the Uniball Uni 1. So it's like one of those, it's like a gel ball pen. These are okay. I've had a couple of these, and I just for some reason keep going back to them, and I gotta admit that I don't think that they're my favorite, but they're super easy to get, and they're not super expensive either, and they are really cute looking. I have decided maybe I want to customize these a little bit. Not gonna do anything super intense. I think I'm just gonna keep it simple and add some stickers on the front of them. are perfect. Okay, here I was thinking I wasn't gonna have a ton of time to do my other journal, and it ended up being a perfect amount. Damn, I already want to open these up and journal them and write in them, just because I feel like I'm romanticizing the process a little bit. Like, this is very sweet and very easy. If you have been someone that has been customizing your journals, I would love to hear about some of the things that you've been doing. I'd love to hear about some of your favorite journaling supplies as well. Anyway, this was really fun. I had a really good time. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I know that it was a little different than some of what I typically do, but I hope that you had fun and that you enjoyed this process. And my next video should be a knitting project. So keep an eye out for that. It should be another knitting project vlog. And then the one after that, it should just be one of my regular old little vlogs. So yeah, like, subscribe. I never say shit like that on my videos. So I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little weird saying it now, but I don't know. I clearly need to get better at doing that kind of thing for myself. Take care. Thanks so much for hanging out today. I will see you again soon. Bye.